Good morning, first, second and third years. Welcome to this week's virtual assembly. I've got a few things I'd like to talk to you about and then Mrs Robertson's going to come in and make a couple of really important announcements. The first thing that I want to mention to you is the community and how you act while you're in the community, particularly at lunchtimes. Something that's often brought to mine and Mrs Robertson's attention is the question of litter at lunchtimes. Please remember that if you're buying food from the various shops around, that you are putting your litter into the bins. There's plenty of bins between the wee shopping centre and the school, so please don't leave your litter lying around. Make sure that you're putting everything in the bin all the time. The second thing, a couple notes about buses. The first is, remember that you must be wearing your face coverings on the bus. We are on the buses at the end of the day. We're asking people to remember to put their masks on, and most people are doing it without a fuss. However, we are getting reports from the community, from some of our parents, that folks are maybe wearing their masks while we are there and then they're taking them off as the buses start moving. Please remember it is mandatory to wear a face covering on the bus, so please don't let yourself down in that regard. The second thing is just a wee note about waiting for the buses in the morning. We have had a few concerns raised by local residents, not so much in St Andrews but out in places like Leuchars, Tayport, about pupils waiting for buses in the morning. We're told that some pupils are arriving at the bus stop very early, 25-30 minutes before their bus is due, and just causing a bit of fuss on the street. So please be respectful of our neighbours. If you can arrive at the bus stop just a few minutes before the bus, don't be there for half an hour if at all possible. And again, it just goes down to being a good neighbour and being respectful and helping to keep our community really positive. The next thing is just a reminder about the use of the school toilets. Now, you'll know that in the last week or so we've had the toilets locked during period 1, period 3 and period 4. That's because really you should have been able to go to the bathroom before school starts, at break or at lunchtime. Please remember that. Of course, staff will let you out if they deem it that it's urgent, but please, we don't want people wandering. We need to account for your whereabouts for track and trace purposes, and really there shouldn't be people out of class during those times. There really isn't any reason for it. So please only use the bathroom at the kind of most appropriate times. Last thing I want to mention is our new website. You may have been on it, you may have seen it. If you haven't, go and have a look. It's still under the same address as it was. We have a feature on it called Contact My Guidance Teacher. If you click on the support tab, it's the first link underneath that, and that's a feature you can use where you can request that a guidance teacher makes contact with yourselves. If you're not feeling confident about heading down to guidance, you maybe don't want to walk in there when there's other people around, but there's something you really want to talk about, that's a feature you can use, and we'll try and get your guidance teacher back to you as soon as we can. In addition, we've just released a school app. Your parents should have got an email about it. I encourage them to sign up. We'll be releasing news and information through the app, as well as the other means that we use to share information also. So have a look, check it out, and that's all from me today.
Good morning, S1 to S3. This week we said goodbye to an old friend in the shape of Mr Wishart's beard. Some of you may have noticed that has been a victim of COVID. Wearing a mask with Mr Wishart's beard has just proved too much for him this week. So I just thought I'd share that news with you in case you hadn't noticed before we get on to the more important things. So this is a special message for S3 pupils. We are running the opportunity for S3 pupils to get involved in the Duke of Edinburgh scheme. Now, we try and run this every year. This year has looked very different, but we've still managed to have some success in getting young people out and about. If you're interested in signing up for this, we've got a meeting on the 1st of December in the Assembly Hall at 12:50, and you should take yourself along there. Brilliant experience, great opportunity. absolutely fabulous thing to be able to put on your CV, your personal statement, that you've had fun, you've worked with each other, you've built your resilience. So fabulous chance. If that interests you, then take yourself to the Assembly Hall, 1st of December, which is Tuesday next week at 12:50. The next item I'd like to talk to you about this morning is child protection. So in every school there are child protection officers, and we are responsible for anything that gives us concern about a young person's safety. At Madras College, I'm the main child protection officer, and I'm supported by Miss Massey, who is the PTC for the Support for Learning faculty. If you have a concern about your own safety or anybody else's safety, you need to make your way to us or make your way to your guidance teacher, and they'll follow it up with us. Okay, we're here to help, and we want to make sure everybody's safe at all times, in school and out. Thank you.